Welcome to my world, the world of a medical laboratory scientist. Health is wealth, knowledge is power. The topic is good health of mind and body maintenance. What constitutes the mind and what constitutes the body? Scientifically, the mind is the brain. The brain constitutes the mind because that's where all the mental processes and thought processes takes place. And the body, the muscles, all the muscles of the body really constitute the body because that's what we see. But at times, the fats can also be deposited, and that's why you have some people showing some obesity and what have you. Past knowledge and what is generally known is that the heart constitutes the mind. So let us now, for the purpose of clarity, accept that the brain and the heart, because the heart is a muscle in itself, it is made up of muscles. So this maintenance of the mind and body, let's put it as the maintenance of the brain and the heart. So that makes it very easy for us to now have a very clear understanding of how we can keep ourselves in top shape, because the heart is a very necessary organ, very important organ to live long. Now, in summary, what I've spoken about is the neuromuscular system, which goes like this. The brain is for mental connection and muscle for physical connection. But the connection is deeper. The brain to muscle connection is the physical link by which the brain directs and controls muscles activity, creating a mind-muscles connection that enhances physical performance. The brain is the mind, while the muscles are the body, and the brain signals allow for physical movement and connection to the world. So that, in a nutshell, summarizes everything. Yes, I haven't understood that the muscles play that important role in the brain. So let us now limit it to the heart, which is the most important muscle in the body. It works endlessly, non-tiring, and it continues to beat endlessly. The brain-heart connection is different because it works involuntarily and is controlled by the autonomous nervous system, a part of the peripheral nervous system that controls the heart rate. When you look at the brainstem, that part controls both breathing, heart rate. So the brain connection is there to the heart. And it also is involved in the coughing, sneezing. The autonomous nervous system is divided into two branches, and that we can understand as the sympathetic nervous system, and responsible for when you have a sudden flight, you want to run or you want to fly, things impossible for you to do. That's the system that makes it possible, and the parasympathetic nerve. But our concern is the brain heart connection, which when there is a problem, you can understand from where the area it controls the breathing, the blood pressure, and the heart rate. So how do you help in this area? Once the heart stops beating, then the person has kaput, gone, dead. The same thing when the brain is dead, that is, blood is not supplied to the heart, to the brain goes dead. So we can then understand that these two organs are what I shall talk on, their maintenance. Now, having limited ourselves to the brain and the heart, then we can talk of maintenance. Maintenance has to do with preserving the organs, the two organs, in their good condition, in their best possible condition. Now to the good health of mind and body maintenance. To maintain the brain and heart connection in good condition, you must get active control your diet, have adequate sleep, manage stress, I emphasize on stress, and exercise, because muscles generally want to move, and it helps to regenerate new vein that will allow adequate blood flow to the brain. Exercise by way of muscle brain communication improves memory processing speed and executive function, particularly in children and the elderly. It reduces cognitive decline that usually result in dementia, Parkinson's disease, and all the other old age problems. Now, you may want to ask, what is the laboratory role in all of this? The laboratory plays the role of checking the stress hormone that will affect the heart. You know, the heart is being controlled by the involuntary nervous system, so the heartbeats would increase depending on the stress it receives. So what are the stress hormones that we will look out for? The cortisol hormone, the antidiuretic hormone, and other hormones that are produced by the body could also be used to measure how stressed we are. So if those hormones are controlled and we are under less stress, then we are maintaining the heart and indirectly the brain. That is where the lab comes in. There are so many hormones that are even produced when you do exercises that would reflect that the body is going through additional regeneration. The veins are regenerated and helping to make sure that blood supply maintains that good condition of the heart and the brain.